Hello and welcome along today to Eclipse Motorcycles. First viewing of this is the Lexmoto flagship bike. It's the LSN. Absolutely gorgeous looking bike, this one, and we're going to take you through some of the spec, show you around the bike and a little bit of an in-depth review on this machine. So we'll start with the weight on this. It's 159 kilos for a 125. It's not a bad weight at all. So we're going to start on the front, just working down. You've got those inverted forks, so nothing better than a set of upside down forks. We're running 110 70/17 tyres on the front of this, and checking out how big that disc is. And it's also, if you notice, we have an ABS ring, so it's an ABS braking bike on this one. Nothing better than a bit of ABS on a bike. Moving down to the front, water-cooled machine, and just check that out. That has got a rad cover. Not many bikes that you'll find that have a radiator cover just to protect your radiator from stones, debris and any dirt that's flying up. Looking in, you can see the lambda sensor, and the cat in there is a Euro 5 bike on this, and it has a full stainless downpipe and stainless tips on there as well. That exhaust does really set this bike off with those twin exits on that. On the side of the engine, very easy to get in, check your water levels, very easy to maintain, and get in to change the spark plug. How many bikes do you know where you have to struggle to change a spark plug on a bike, or to change your oil and filter? And you'll also notice it's got a crash bung to either side of the bike, so should you have a worst case scenario of dropping the bike, at least you know some of those panels are going to be protected with those crash sliders. Moving down the side of the bike into the rear tyre, got a 150 55/17 to the rear, big size disc, and once again that ABS system just setting it off in the rear wheel. Round to the rear, LED indicators, nice high LED stop light on this, just set off with that tail tidy. And then just checking out how big that sprocket is on the rear of the bike. So it does pull through the gears very, very quickly to get you up to speed. Down the left hand side, just checking out the side panels, great set of detailing on this, with those large air intake scoops emblazoned with the LSN logo and that Lexmoto badge that is raised off the tank. Absolutely gorgeous. Seat on this, very, very wide, and also one thing you will find, your passengers got a decent bit of seat room and those hand grabs to the rear of the bike. So just going to move around to the front end again, just show you the LED indicators and that a very aggressive looking front light to the front of the bike. So let's move up to the display and show you the controls on this. Nice high wide mirrors again, so the mirrors do set it off. Great view of the road behind. On your right hand controls, start button, hazards and lights. Across on the left hand side, slightly different controls. The indicators on the bottom, horn is just off to the right, main beam, dip beam, your mode switch and your pass light just off to the rear of the left hand controls. So we're going to fire up the dash on this. Miles per hour shown on the left hand side, fuel and gear indicators to the center, and your rev counter is off to the right with your rodo just set there, so your trip and your road mileage. Along the bottom you'll find all your telltale lights, and very easy just to get in to reset everything, so you can switch to kilometers or switch to miles at the click of a button. Now the one thing I do like, down to start it, this bike absolutely screams MT at half the price that you would find one of your Japanese bikes available for, but it does sound very, very good, especially when you give it a blip. So 13.7 horsepower, and the one thing, this tank holds 15.5 litres of fuel, so you're going to get absolutely shed loads of mileage out of a tank of fuel, even at the costs today that you will find petrol at. Just checking out front light with the lights on, you can see that is really, really bright. Even in the daytime, it just sets the bike off. So there she is. That is the LSN flagship bike from Lexmoto. This bike is going to be an absolute game changer this year, playing with the big sports bikes and the big brand bikes. This is going to be an absolute seller. It is available and you can find all the details on Eclipse Motorcycles mk.co.uk. Give the team a call, 01908 822 458. If you do want to have a video viewing, we can do it via a WhatsApp connection, so you can video view the bike if you are at a distance, and we also do a national delivery service. Ride test is due to come up very shortly, and we look forward to receiving your call.